everybody! So I am super excited about this video. I really love the holidays, and today I have a holiday tutorial for you guys. I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this really beautiful sort of winter wreath. It's not necessarily a Christmas wreath. I know some of you guys out there don't celebrate Christmas, but this is a great option if you want to have a nice little winter themed decoration. So this is really super easy, and it really doesn't cost that much to make, and I am going to show you guys how to do it. I'm really excited. And also I just wanted to mention, don't forget to head over to my blog, thecreativeglow.blogspot.com, because I will have some additional tips regarding this tutorial on there, and I will leave that specific link in the description of this video, so that you guys can easily find the post that's related to this tutorial. So as I said, I'm really excited to get started and show you guys how to make this beautiful winter wreath. So let's get started. Alright, so if you're able to find your own pine cones out in nature, it will save you a little bit of money on this project. If this is the case, then you're going to need to bake your pine cones, since your pine cones may hold some tiny bugs and you just want to get rid of those. Set your oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit and let your oven preheat. Once the oven is preheated, you're just going to place your pine cones directly on your oven rack and have your rack positioned in the center. Once you've got your pine cones all placed, you're going to set your timer for 45 minutes. After your 45 minutes are up, you can let them cool and they're ready to start your project. If you're unable to find enough pine cones, or you couldn't find any pine cones, you can always buy them in the store, especially around this time of year. So your next step is going to be painting your pine cones white. I'm using this paint, and it's good for indoor and outdoor projects. If you're hanging your wreath on your door, you really want this to hold up in the cold and maybe snow and whatever else. If you want to see how I set up my pine cones to paint them, just head over to my blog. The link is in the description and you'll see how I did mine. So you're also going to want to use the same paint to paint your wreath, and the wreath that I am using is a grapevine wreath. This is much cheaper than using a foam wreath. 1 can of spray paint should be enough to give your pine cones and wreath a couple of light coats, and if you end up with the natural color of your pine cones or wreath showing through in some spots, that really does not matter. It's just going to add to the sort of snowy look of your wreath and pine cones. So just go with it. So now I've got my pine cones and my wreath painted with my white spray paint. So the next step is to just take your scissors and cut off any stray vines that may be sticking out in weird places. You just want to kind of tidy up your wreath. So once we're done doing that, we're ready to start gluing on our painted pine cones. As you can see here, I ended up with 3 general sizes in pine cones, so a very large one, a medium one, and a small one. For the main part of the wreath, I'm just going to use the large ones and the medium-sized ones, and I'm going to start positioning those, getting an idea of how I want it to look, and then I'm going to start gluing those on. So just all the way around the front part of the wreath. And to glue my pine cones onto my wreath, I'm going to be using a lot of hot glue. You're really going to need quite a bit, so make sure that you've got a good stock of glue sticks. as you can see, I've got all of my pine cones glued onto my wreath form. As I said, I put the larger and medium-sized ones all around the face of the wreath, and then just around the inner perimeter, I positioned the small pine cones evenly just to make things look a little more full and a little more even. So now, to make this a little bit more decorative, a little more festive, and to make it look more full, we're going to add some faux Christmas berries. Now, I got these ones at Michael's. These ones are a little bit more expensive since they're made to look a little bit more real. I was able to get these for half price right now, but there are other great alternatives if you don't want to spend that much and you want to keep your costs down. I also found these bundles of berries at Michael's. These ones are a lot less expensive, and I would just maybe get about 10 of those. And then another option is you could head over to the dollar store and pick up some of these berries that I found. They had these small ones and then a medium size and a larger size, so you could sort of just mix and match the different sizes, and whatever you choose I'm sure will look great. But I'm going to use these ones here, and these are really great because they also have the leaves that I can use. So I'm just going to use my wire cutters to cut just sections of the berries off and attach them to my wreath. Sometimes if you can wedge your berries in between pine cones, you might not need glue for some of them, but you will need to glue a lot of these on. And just to add a little bit more color and a little bit more prettiness, we're then going to go and add some of the leaves that accompany those berries. If you decided to go with the less expensive options that don't have the leaves, I'm sure that you can find some fake leaves that will still be cost effective for you. So I'm just going to continue attaching my berries and my leaves to my entire wreath, and then I'll be back to show you guys what the finished product looks like. So there we go. This is what my finished wreath looks like. As you can see, I just tried to place the berries evenly around my wreath, just filling in any gaps that I thought needed it. I didn't want to add too many berries since I do want the pine cones to be visible, and I just added some along the inside and along the outside perimeters. I think that this wreath turned out really awesome. I'm really excited about it, and I hope that yours turn out just as amazing as mine. So that's it, guys. That's a tutorial. I hope you guys really loved it. If you did, help me out by just clicking the little thumbs up button down below. You know you want to do it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you're going to be able to keep up with when I'm posting my new videos. You don't want to be missing out on any of those because I've got some really great ones coming up, some really great ideas. So yes, make sure that you subscribe. It's really easy. You can either click the little subscribe button that's down below here, or you can click the little creative glow that's just right up here in the corner, and that will also get you to be able to subscribe to my channel. And as I said at the beginning of the video, don't forget to check out my blog, thecreativeglow.blogspot.com. I'm often doing blog posts on there that are related to the videos that I make, and then I'm posting a bunch of other stuff on there as well. If you've already gone over there to check that out, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys coming and watching my stuff and reading my blog posts. And also, don't forget, you can find me a bunch of other places on the internet: Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and I will also be leaving all of those links in the description of this video, so you will very easily be able to find me on any of those other places as well. So just one last time, thank you guys so much for coming and watching my videos and being creative along with me. I hope that you guys have a super awesome day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!